It's been rough for the London Spitfire this season, not the smoothest ride at all, more akin to turbulence on a bouncy castle. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, maybe not this season, but the next. I'm here to tell any dedicated Spitfire fans how and why. Hello and welcome to Esports News UK here on YouTube. My name is Jace. Feel free to hit that sub button if you want to see more videos about UK esports in the future. As for my friend the Ruined King here, he's keeping me company. More about Viego in the next video. But for now, let's get back on board with the London Spitfire. I won't ignore that London have been lacklustre. The core of this roster were dominant in EU contenders and have clearly struggled to adapt to a much higher skill floor that comes with playing at the very top. But there is promise. This team is a long-term project, which means they will only get better with time. Whilst Overwatch League experience does exist in this roster, the bright spots are absolutely rookie talent like Sparker and Molfig, who can grow into formidable players for the future. The idea that this team is set up to succeed down the line should be enough copium for now. Owning the only academy team in Europe, the Spitfire get the first pickings on practically every player in Tier 2 due to the British Hurricane. If they are in need of any replacements, then they have a pool of talent to choose from by using BH to secure them first before any other suitors. This current roster is an example of this. After losing practically everyone as the core was promoted, they scouted and picked up the best of the rest, left untouched in Europe. Speaking of the British Hurricane, time and time again, this roster has proven to produce Overwatch League talent. I mean, just look at this list of former players. It is a bountiful harvest. Now with the switch to a European-focused roster, it will provide not just economic growth, but hopefully results in the league as well. I am more than certain if the Hurricane receive continued support, then the Spitfire will reap the rewards of that also. The success of the Paris Eternal proves there were so many hidden gems left in EU even this season, and there will continue to be more. Naga, Dawn and Dredro were all recognisable names that floated around EU contenders for the longest time, but are now performing in the Overwatch League. There are great players still honing their craft in EU contenders on the Hurricane, some in their competitors, but C9 and XL should look to Tier 2 as an endless bed for uncovered diamonds. But these diamonds will take time to form, time requires patience. Luckily, it seems that European fans and casters alike mostly understand this. I popped by Big Hungry Phil stream earlier to ask his quick take about the Spitfire. Here's his response.
So, right now the Spitfire are not performing how I would like them to be, but they will perform later in the season or next season, provided they stay the course and they can somewhat insulate their players from the criticism that is fairly or unfairly coming their way.
To be brutally honest, I agree. It really is a waiting game. This will likely be the first iteration of a constantly shifting lineup. My hope is that this team remains true to EU talent and try to bring up as many from contenders when they are ready as possible. Right now, there are many names waiting patiently in the wings for their chance to fly for the London Spitfire. I just hope that the org sees that and chooses them correctly. That's it. That's the video. Thank you so much for making it to the end. Drop me a comment on who you think the Spitfire should sign from EU contenders next year, your thoughts on this current roster and their performance in their first season in the Overwatch League. My name once again is Jace. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.